So Absolute Brainiac is trying to recruit Lex Luthor to join the Justice League. But there's just one problem. He doesn't want to. And there's a reason for this, because this Lex Luthor is not the Lex Luthor that Brainiac thought he was going to get. In the Absolute Evil one-shot, we saw Brainiac using Mirror Man to look into alternate dimensions and find a sixth member for the Justice League. And what he saw was Prime Lex Luthor, the main Lex Luthor that we know, who is the smartest being in the universe. And so Brainiac seems to think that he can recruit this guy to become that Lex Luthor. But when Brainiac actually goes to recruit Lex Luthor, he's not exactly interested. He says, I mean, why me? Why come all this way and make such a push for a guy who owns a small town gas station and coaches Little League football? The only game we won was because the other team had mono. You sure you got the right Lex Luthor? And Brainiac, who's in disguise, says, oh yes indeed, Mr. Luthor. You're exactly the man I need for this project. After extensive research, your name has come up as the absolute perfect candidate. Lex asks, this project, you say it's classified, so you work for the government? And Brainiac says, I've shaken the hands of 10 presidents, 11 if you count the one who slapped me. And this project, well, all I can tell you is that its focus will be one very special individual. They call him Superman. And Lex says, sorry, I don't know who that is. I don't really care much for the news. I'd rather be working in the yard than looking at my phone. I know there's a lot of problems out there these days, but here, well... And all of a sudden, Lex's kids open the door and they say, Dad, Mom says we're getting ready to cut the cake. And the younger one says, yeah, Dad, you coming? And Lex says, sure, Lena, you and Alex tell your mother I'll be right there. And this leads me to believe that Brainiac might be recruiting the wrong Lex Luthor. He's actually looking for Lex Luthor's son, Alex, and not the ginger hair and beard Lex that's sitting next to him. They head back through the house to the backyard, and Brainiac says, Mr. Luthor, let me remind you that money is no object. If my offer doesn't seem fair, simply add as many zeros to it as you would like. I assure you, I will pay whatever the price to be in the Lex Luthor business. But Lex says, that's awfully flattering, but, well, sir, the thing is, I got everything I need right here. I'm the luckiest man in the world. I'm sorry, but I just can't say yes to a job that's gonna take me away from my family. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to decline. And Brainiac says, I see. That is most disappointing. And Lex says, don't feel like you have to rush off though. You're welcome to stay for a slice of cake, I'm sorry, but I don't think I ever got your name. And Brainiac says, oh, I won't be leaving. You're not who I thought you were, Lex Luthor. You're nothing like the man of unquenchable ambition you're meant to be. You see, I've seen beyond this universe. I've seen a Luthor who raised himself up to throttle gods with his own hands, who carved his name in blood across the stars. This pitiful, hollow shell of a version seems to lack the necessary motivation, but that's alright. My name is Brainiac, and I'm told I can be quite motivating. Let's get started. Let me know, what do you guys think is gonna happen with Absolute Lex Luthor?